All right, guys, mic check 1 2 1 2. Hopefully, you guys can hear me and it's not too windy or you can hear construction in the background. It's all good, it's all right. But I wanted to make today's video based on semen retention and my personal journey with women because, man, it is a strange world. It is an interesting world, but nonetheless, we have to live with different aliens, different other types of people in this world. So I might as well document it because it is a beautiful journey. So let's get right to it, guys. I must say that, when I first started doing semen retention, one of the main reasons when I first started out was to get more women, right? Because, when I was a little, a teenager, I remember when I first started dating guys before I released any seed, and man, women would just come in flocks. They would just come out of nowhere, just had crushes on me, wanted my number. Like, they were just like all over me, like celebrity status on point. And once I started fapping, once I started getting into pornography, all of that, I kid you not, went away. And I never understood why until, you know, figuring out what semen retention did. But I realized that there's more to it than just getting women. So if you're watching this just to get women, I gotta let you know you might as well click off this channel because this is not what it's about. Okay. This time around, it's about literally using this energy to channel towards your purpose and not wasting it on women. Okay. Now, needless to say, if you actually want to maybe, get a wife or something, that's a different story. If you're looking for a wife, somebody, a companion to spend the rest of your life with, maybe start a family, then I definitely recommend starting semen retention, especially if you've been haven't been doing good with the ladies. So it just it bumps up your game to a whole nother level. But on my personal journey, guys, I have my list here. Once again, doing semen retention, and I'm starting to count all over again. So basically, 2 months sober and doing semen retention. The the everything is just magnified again. So women come in flocks. So there's always an abundance of women just hitting on me on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. There's always a new girl just right around the corner who says hi. So, women come and go. That's just something you inevitably get used to again. You're just like, women are here, women are there. I mean, they come in abundance. I don't got to worry about it. Don't got to worry about scarcity. That having that scarcity mindset, like you just know that there's so many women in this world that you're not going to be boggled down to just one, so to speak. Like you're not going to lose yourself over just one. And and what's funny though, guys, is like even back when I was a teenager, I could always see through women's games, and that's starting to come back again, where it's like you know when women are lying, when they're playing games and up to no good, and when they are genuine, and that's kind of hard to find nowadays, though. But you know, I wanted to share a quick story because this is like literally where I pinpointed that I'm starting to get some of that, sixth sense, seventh sense intuition where, a woman literally the other day, she was like, oh, she's like, I lost my phone. She's like, can you call it? And I didn't have her number, right? Like we had literally just met. And I'm like thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, she knows where her phone is. I'm like, she just said she lost it because she wants my number and then she wants to text me. So funny enough, I already thought that in the back of my head. I called her phone, and then as soon as she found it, she's like, "Ha ha ha, Chewy." She's like, "I got your number," and I'm like, I know. I'm like, I know. I'm like this little, sly girl. She's over here playing this game as she lost her phone to get my number, but it was just funny how she did that, and like I caught her in the middle of the game, and she admitted to it, but she was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I don't really care." She's like, "I just wanted your number," and I was like, "Whatever." But yeah, so you could basically see when women are playing games, when they're lying to you, and it's like a seventh sense now. It's not even a sixth sense. It's a seventh sense. For us men, we know what's going on. We can see right through the games and all this BS. But okay, so yeah, moving on down my list. Another one is I don't want to, waste any time with women. Like as soon as I start talking to a girl, because sometimes I'll give some girls some chances if if she's fun on the first time. I'll see if it's fun, but if it's not fun after the second text, I just cut it. I'm like, nope, I'm not wasting my time. I'm not even gonna text back. Like, this is going nowhere. I already know. Like, you just want to have sex one night and that's it. And I'm not in that part of my journey anymore where it's like just one night sex, lose everything that you've been building, and then just let that go. Like, I'm not in that anymore. So I just move on, right? Stop texting back. And the funny thing is, though, there's this like new word going around called simping, where you will notice that women start to simp over you. I kind of just see it like a needy, like they just need you, they want you, they're lusting over you. It's kind of like that clingy. They get clingy, and it's like it's a turnoff. It is a turnoff. And they, even if you ignore them, they'll still text you a week later or a couple of days later. Like, hey, how you doing? And he's just, you ignore it, and they still keep bothering you. But that's something that comes with semen retention. So just be ready for that. Women will simp after you, simp over you, and it's not, it can be annoying if you're not used to that kind of attention, or even if you're used to that attention. It just gets annoying sometimes because it's literally like being a celebrity, and you're just like, give me my peace, leave me alone. I just want my space. I'm not into you, kind of deal, and you just keep it moving. But another good thing about that too is that you just walk away quickly. You just walk away. You know, Before when I was fapping, I would be like, oh man, like I gotta keep this girl. I gotta make her my girlfriend or whatever. Blah 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 blah, and it'd be like super hard for me to walk away. But now it's like, man, I don't care. Like, I'll cut the girl off quick. I'm on, I just keep it moving. I'm not, I don't have like this pain in my chest where I'm like losing out on something. Like, I just keep it moving. So it's easy to really walk away, from women, and not even feel bad about it. You just keep it moving. And it's funny enough, though, guys, like, even throughout this journey, I now know what I do want in a woman if I ever do decide to get married, which right now I'm not even concerned about. I'm not even focused about it, on it. Like that's like the least of my worries right now. But now I know what I do want. And you also have to be careful, guys, because there's so many women right now that just want you, they're like the Jezebel, so to speak, that they talk about in the Bible. The whorish woman, the woman who just wants, the adulterous woman. And you need to be careful with that, guys. I learned my lesson the hard way. I paid the price for that, and I'm not doing that again. Like, I learned my lesson, and trust me, God punished me so badly, and no, not again. So if a woman is like, an O, so to speak, no, keep it moving. Like, I'm not gonna lose my blessing for that. I'm not gonna lose my blessing for an adulterous woman. And you can just tell, guys, when you're on semen retention, you got like I said, that seventh radar, where you can just tell when a woman's a loose woman, meaning she like sleeps with a lot of guys. She's been around the block. You don't want that. You don't want that kind of. You don't want to entangle yourself with that demonic spirit, and you just don't want that in your life, man. Trust me, it'll cost you more in the end, and you don't want to deal with more work, internal work that you have to do to clear that up if you go through that. So trust me on that, guys. Take this wisdom. I've learned my lesson. So it's easier for you to see through women's, through the facade, through the makeup, through just, the showing off of the breastises and the buttocks. You get to see through all that BS and really see a woman for who she is. And trust me, you don't want to be entangled with the wrong one. So another thing too, I'm funnier. Like I said, I don't know why. I'm not even trying to be funny. Women just laugh at everything I say. Like, they're like giggling and stuff. But yeah, that's that's kind of like the main things that I'm noticing right now. Building semen retention and being sober at the same time with women. And like I said, I don't even try. It's just women are just attracted, and I just I enjoy it. Although I'm not concerned about it, and keep it moving. Working on my purpose. But you know, there is a lot more to come. There is a lot more changes, but I will share that with you in the videos to come. But if you have any questions, leave your questions in the comments below. Let me know how your journey is going too, as well. And you know, what month are you in on semen retention or anything like that, guys? So I send you guys so much love. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I send you guys lots of love. Like this video if you liked it. Share it with a friend or something, guys. And I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. See ya.